deal site and they've got 20K, and you're like, well, with 20K, you might not be buying what I have been explaining about.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the showroom is the
Yeah, that's right.
You might be getting the Toyota.
Yeah, exactly. What sort of content strategy have you done for these sites? These sites.
So with the sites, with say this first one that I bought for $900, its English was not good, and I've got to say I in no way improved it. But so the content that I was getting was dirt cheap. But I actually hired writers again through a forum. And it was just ridiculously cheap. I think I was paying $2 an article or something like that. But it was honestly barely readable. And so I would go through and just pick up the most glaring grammar mistakes and then post that. Again, I knew this was not a sort of a quality thing, but I just wanted to see, what was working for that particular site. And again, there's no way I'd do this on I Want That Flat or I Know the Pilot or any site that I really wanted to take to the next level. But I sort of thought this site is already on a very junky sort of niche. The content is already not great. And at this stage, I was very much experimenting with what's going on. I also thought that this site it was in such danger of getting banned at any time. I felt that it's not worth spending a whole lot of money thinking that I'm going to sell it, because I thought apart from me buying it for 900 US, which wasn't a lot, I thought even if I get the earnings up to whatever, no one's going to buy this for 10 grand because it's just looking like it could be banned at any time by Google.
Yep.
So I didn't feel that it was worthwhile investing too much money in it. Whereas the content for other sites and the content for my main site now, I've actually found writers through Upwork that have got, good to excellent English and that are able to research articles and that. And they're still quite cheap, but the quality is, worlds away from this cheaper site. Also using tools like Grammarly, that definitely helps. So I've actually purchased a subscription for my writer, or for my writers, so that they can take, whatever they've written, make sure that it sounds as well as it can and is in a quicker time as possible.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah. We all know that quality over quantity is what Google's wanting. But sometimes there's the game of like putting out quantity at the start just to get rankings and just to get, some runs on the board.
Well, I'm sure you've heard of people with AI created sites, getting hundreds of thousands of visits in a quick time just because they can pump out reasonably good quality articles very quickly. Yeah. Which is, I think, worrying for the whole content business. But I think over the next 3 to 6 months, we'll probably see some action there.
I'm hoping so, because Google doesn't need more content. They need better content, and Google, I'm sure, are going to put parameters around that. So where do you see yourself going with, buying sites and growing sites? Do you feel like you're going to long-term hold on to a couple and sell the majority and just continue working on those ones that you're getting traction with? Or are you looking at purchasing more as well?
It sort of depends on travel. I'd much rather get back into travel, get the gang back together, as it was with the employees. At the moment, it's not really
feasible,
a viable thing just yet. I mean, the travel is definitely improving, but there's no reason to invest a whole lot in it, given the state of leisure travel.